Hi friends, WizD here. Welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we are revisiting Oboro because as soon as I released my first video on her saying that I'm not that impressed by the damage she's doing in Hydra, in spite of the 6-star blessing that I have on her and everything, I got a lot of comments, messages from my clanmates, from NTG Jedi and everyone saying that I've built her completely wrong and that's why she's not working. So I thought this is a good chance to show you like what I've done wrong. We rebuild her together right now in the video and then give her another try in Hydra. And let's see whether this will change my opinion or not. So let me get the build that I have from the optimizer for her. And while I'm doing this, I'll walk you through like what I've done wrong here. So I've built her fast in lifesteal because I had a lot of lifesteal like lying around. That will make her self-sustainable, but that doesn't have a point really. The right way of building her, as everyone is telling me, is that full attack, full damage with nothing else, not even speed. So let's try this. Another like error I've done or mistake is that I've put cruelty on her, while of course as we're learning more and more, where is it now? Crushing Rend is the best 6-star blessing you can put even on Legos doing damage in PvE. So that will enable her to do real damage. And now let's regear her and see how this will go. So I've put her in Savage, or I try to do so from the optimizer. Let's see what the optimizer gave us here. And we'll see the difference in stats. So the optimizer want me to take these boots and we'll check the accessories later. So that's resistance. Is that right? Okay. Hold on, I want to check something here because I just wanted to make sure that I'm not stealing gear from my fast Shamael because I'm using him in Hydra. Because the other thing that I'm trying to do is that, where is it now? The other thing that I was trying to do while doing that is simply trying to put some resistance on her so she can work as a mischief tank. So now we want this. This is not on anyone currently, which is a shame. But yeah, let's see. So yeah, these are the ones that we want. And then top 3 pieces. Let's see who we're stealing them from. So we want this one from Magnar. Oh, so I'm stealing Hydra's helmet. And the shield from, where is it now? Okay. So you notice here like she lost a ton of speed, which we don't care about. I'm keeping the crit. I've increased the attack and crit damage considerably. So let's just do this. Is this? Okay, I need also to change the accessories there, but let's just do this. I don't have. Come on. Okay, as well. Okay. So this is the final build. Let's check the stats now. So lots of, at least as high of attack as I can give her without stripping one of my main champs there. 300% crit damage. Lots of resistance. Mastery should stay the same. The other mistake that I've done is that I tried her in my previous Hydra team with Trunda. I was just trying her as a damage dealer to compare her to Trunda on hard. My gear level is not like high enough, at least on these specific champs, to run a Trunda team on hard. So the other change that I'll be doing now is simply trying this team on normal this time, and let's see the difference in damage that we'll do. I'll compare it to the previous video and then we'll see how it will go there. So I want Arbiter and Can we have, so we have a couple of slots open. I want Mithrala for the Hicks and Cleanse and a bunch of other stuff. And I always like Wukong because he can do a lot of damage. We don't have a solution for the Provoke head or the Fear head, but yeah, let's see. That's normal. Supposedly, once we start popping heads off, that won't be a problem. So of course, now they will try to target Oboro because she's the highest crit damage as the first target there. But let's see. Put some Hicks out there. We have the 4 debuffs, which is also required for Oboro for her A1, because that's one of the other tips that they gave me. Just do A1s all the time. Any hit was like... So, yeah, she's doing what? 360. That didn't scale up yet. Oh, I should have targeted the Provoke one just to get it killed as fast as possible so it won't cleanse all of those debuffs. But let's see now. Okay, now we got the cleanse and the poison cloud. Okay, so now we're trying the damage on the severed heads. Okay, that's not bad. We'll compare her to Trunda at the end. So now do we have decreased defense? Okay, so only decreased defense but no weaken. Okay, so this is what we want to see now here. All the heads being down. And when one of them comes back up, we'll basically knock it back down because of like Trunda's A2s and stuff. The only thing I don't have in this team is reset. I don't have my Trunda in reflex or anything. She's in half decent just damage build. But yeah, let's see here. If we can get that team going with the crazy numbers of damage. Okay, okay. Now we're talking. Now I'm seeing the difference they're talking about. So yes, of course she popped crazy numbers of damage. Well, not crazy, but yeah. If she can keep up those numbers, probably she'll end up doing as much damage as Trunda in this type of team. And we all know that Trunda's A2 is broken. And let's see if it's strong enough. Come on, we just lost our chance there. Okay. I might cut this part out and just bring you back when we have the heads down again. Okay, so this is going to be our like second test with her there, her versus Trunda. So you see here, it's 20.3 million. So she did exactly 1 million in damage. Let's now see how much Trunda A2 will do. Of course, we know that Trunda is broken, so this is not the point, but let's see the overall damage here. Trunda did like, what? Almost 10 million in damage. Maybe even 11 million. And they're talking about nerfing poor Wixwell. Come on. Be serious, guys. Okay, now another 2 million from Oboro. Definitely I'm seeing the difference. My opinion is already changed on her. So I had to finish this run yesterday off video, but here's the final numbers. Can you see it behind me, on top of me? Yeah, so Trunda ended up doing 65 million damage, which is expected from a Trunda comp on normal. Oboro did 25 millions. She's doing good damage in Hydra. She can be in one of your 3 Hydra teams. That's one of the things that Hydra introduced, that like you need to have 3 separate teams. So maybe your top team will have your Acrisias, your Newts, your Royal Guards, Husks, depending on which enemy max HP champs that you'll have, which will scale way better on hard, brutal, and nightmare. The higher the Hydra difficulty, of course, the more difficult the build, but also the more return you'll get out of like those enemy max HP champs. So you leave the champs like Trunda, depending on how strong you can build her for that comp, but I'm talking about champs like Whisper or Oboro. Those don't do enemy max HP hits, but do like hits generally. So you have War Master on them and you give them 6-star blessing if you have it, so they can do those big chunks of damage. I haven't built my Whisper yet and I don't have any blessing on her, but I just have her +4. So maybe I'll build her in the same like gear that Oboro is now wearing when I get a blessing, or even without a blessing, and we'll test her together. Maybe it's a good idea for me to test her and compare her without the blessing in Oboro's spot in this team. If we exclude Tranda's broken skill, that A2 that enables her to do such damage here, if we compare Oboro, for example, to Sun Wukong, who's in a very strong build, arena-like, and his multipliers are really good, you'll see that she did like, well, not double the damage, but he did a good chunk higher than Wukong here. So my verdict now, after gearing Oboro properly, that she can be a good damage dealer for Hydra, especially on lower difficulties like normal or hard. The question now, just to be fair from all aspects, do you have the stronger champs? If you have, like, let's say 2 Royal Guards build, you're using one on higher difficulty, maybe you can use like the second one on lower difficulty. Will this give you higher numbers than Oboro? But she's a good damage dealer all around. So definitely you can use her in faction wars, you can use her with bosses, generally some Doom Tower hard bosses or something, especially if you have the high level blessing on her. She's a good damage dealer, it's a single target damage dealer option for Hydra. Not top tier. I'm still not convinced with the hype. Yes, she's good, especially with the blessing, and can be used, of course, because not everybody, like, I've been playing for way too long and my options are much more than yours. So if you have few options for damage dealing champs for Hydra specifically, and Oboro is one of them, she's a good option there. But tell me what other options you have and I'll tell you whether she's better or worse than those other options. Just to be fair there, she's good. My opinion on her changed considerably from that first video when I built her wrong. I will put this video as a pinned comment on the other one so you can see both versions and compare. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in today. I'll see you next time. Bye.